Hello, this is slide 3, and for slide 3 I'm going to be talking about the two main ideas of the poem, which is the body and the soul, and I'm going to be reading off a few quotes from the poem that I used in my research paper and just kind of elaborating on them and mentioning things that I've talked about in my previous slide. So the first theme is how the body blames the soul, and some quotes that I used in my research paper were, "Put a soul could have the wit to build me up for sin so fit, a body that could never rest, since this ill spirit it possessed, which knowledge forces to know, and memory will not forego." These three quotes kind of have the same idea about it, just pertaining to the body blaming the soul. So essentially, the body is blaming the soul for all the suffering that the soul has put on the body, all the emotional turmoil that it's caused, and believes that the soul should suffer it as much as the body has. Basically, the tyranny of the soul has made the body restless, and it's blaming the soul for all of that just because of the emotion that it's been put through. And essentially, the body is saying that it hates the soul because it gave it a sense of life, when really it was just supposed to be kind of an empty cage, I guess. So those were just some ideas. I know that I've mentioned the body and the soul going back and forth, so I wanted to pull in some quotes that I've used to kind of back that up. So the second theme is the soul blaming the body. And the three quotes that I chose for that one was, "What magic could me thus confine, within another's grief to pine? A soul hung up as 'twere in chains of nerves and arteries and veins. Here blinded with an eye, and there deaf within the drumming of an ear." So basically, the soul is doing the same thing as the body is. It's just a different spectrum of different ideas, different reasonings as to why the soul is blaming the body. The soul basically sees the body as a curse, something that it's trapped in and can't get out, and deems unnecessary. The soul also kind of views the body as a literal sense of violence. Since the body is a physical form, the soul wouldn't have to endure that if it wasn't inside the body, so the soul blames the body for a lot of physical pain as opposed to emotional pain. And those were just some themes that I saw in the body, in the character of the body and the character of the soul. They do have two opposing sides, but I wanted to pull in some actual wording from the poem and just elaborate on it. So that's all for slide 3.